Your brain is the most powerful tool you will ever own. It's the command center for your entire body, the source of your thoughts, your feelings, and your memories. Every decision you make, every word you speak, and every dream you have begins inside this incredible organ. For a long time, we thought the brain we were born with was the one we were stuck with. But, modern science has shown us something truly amazing. Our brains can change. This ability, known as neuroplasticity, means that our daily habits and choices can physically reshape our brains, making them stronger, faster, and more resilient. Taking care of your brain isn't just about preventing disease, it's about unlocking your full potential and living a more vibrant, fulfilling life. Think of your brain like a muscle. If you want to build strong biceps, you go to the gym and lift weights. The more you challenge the muscle, the stronger it becomes. The brain works in a very similar way. When you learn a new skill, solve a difficult puzzle, or even just focus deeply on a task, you are strengthening the neural connections inside your head. These connections are the pathways that information travels along. By engaging in positive daily habits, you are paving new, more efficient superhighways for your thoughts. This process doesn't require a special gym or expensive equipment. It simply requires a little bit of intention and consistency in your everyday life. On the other hand, neglecting your brain can have serious consequences. Just as a muscle can weaken from disuse, your brain's abilities can decline without proper care and stimulation. Chronic stress, poor sleep, a bad diet, and a lack of mental engagement can all take a toll. They can lead to mental fog, poor memory, difficulty concentrating, and even increase the risk of long-term cognitive decline. The good news is that it's never too late to start making better choices. The small, simple actions you take each day have a cumulative effect, building a healthier, more robust brain over time. Protecting this vital organ is one of the most important investments you can make in your long-term health and happiness. In this guide, we will explore 21 simple, science-backed habits that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine to boost your brain power. These tips are not complicated or expensive. They are practical steps designed for real life, covering everything from how you sleep and what you eat to how you learn and connect with others. By understanding the why behind each habit, you can feel empowered to take control of your cognitive health. Together, we will build a daily practice that not only sharpens your mind, but also enriches your entire life, one small habit at a time. Let's begin this journey to a better, brighter brain. First, let's talk about the absolute cornerstone of brain health: sleep. Getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity. While you are sleeping, your brain is hard at work. It's like a diligent cleaning crew that comes in overnight to tidy up. During deep sleep, the brain activates a system that flushes out metabolic waste and toxins that accumulate during the day. This process is crucial for preventing the buildup of harmful proteins linked to neurodegenerative diseases. Sleep is also when your brain consolidates memories, transferring important information from short-term to long-term storage. Without enough sleep, your memory, focus, and mood all suffer dramatically. A powerful habit to improve your sleep and energize your brain is to get sunlight exposure soon after you wake up. Stepping outside for just 5 to 10 minutes of natural light in the morning sends a strong signal to your internal body clock, also known as your circadian rhythm. This signal tells your brain to stop producing melatonin, the sleep hormone, and to start producing serotonin and cortisol, which help you feel alert and awake. Anchoring your circadian rhythm in the morning makes it much easier for your body to know when it's time to wind down in the evening. This simple morning ritual sets you up for better energy during the day and deeper, more restorative sleep at night. Next, incorporate a morning walk into your routine. A brisk 20-minute walk, especially in a natural setting like a park, does wonders for your brain. Walking increases blood flow, delivering more oxygen and vital nutrients to your brain cells. This physical activity triggers the release of a remarkable molecule called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. I like to call BDNF miracle grow for the brain because it supports the growth of new neurons and strengthens existing ones. A morning walk also helps lower stress hormones, clearing your mind and preparing you for the day ahead with a sense of calm and clarity. Finally, don't underestimate the power of light movement throughout your day. While an intense workout is great, Even gentle exercise like stretching, a slow bike ride, or a few yoga poses can provide significant brain benefits. These activities get your blood flowing and help clear away the mental fog that can settle in after long periods of sitting. Light movement is an effective way to boost your creativity and problem-solving skills by changing your physical state and your mental perspective. It's a simple way to press the reset button for your brain, improving your mood and focus without draining your energy reserves for the rest of the day. Your brain is a hungry organ consuming about 20% of your body's total energy. What you eat directly impacts its structure and function. To fuel it properly, focus on brain foods rich in nutrients that support cognitive health. Fatty fish like salmon are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential building blocks for brain cells and help reduce inflammation. Blueberries are another powerhouse, filled with antioxidants that protect the brain from oxidative stress and improve communication between brain cells. And for a treat, a small amount of dark chocolate can boost blood flow to the brain and improve focus, thanks to its flavonols. Eating a colorful diet full of fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats is a delicious way to build a better brain. It's not just what you eat, but how you eat that matters. Practice mindful eating by putting away your phone and turning off the television during meals. When you multitask while eating, your body enters a state of low-grade stress, which can spike cortisol levels and interfere with proper digestion and nutrient absorption. By focusing solely on your food, its flavors, textures, and aromas, you allow your digestive system to work efficiently. This simple practice helps ensure that your brain and body are getting the maximum benefit from the healthy food you consume. Mindful eating also helps you recognize your body's hunger and fullness cues, preventing overeating and promoting a healthier relationship with food. Hydration is equally critical for optimal brain function. Your brain is about 75% water, and even mild dehydration can have a noticeable impact on your cognitive performance. When you don't drink enough water, you might experience brain fog, headaches, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. Think of water as the transport system that delivers nutrients to your brain and carries away toxins. To keep your mind sharp, make a habit of sipping water consistently throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty, as thirst is often the first sign that you are already on your way to being dehydrated. Keeping a water bottle on your desk can be a great visual reminder. A surprising habit for brain health is the cold shower. While it might sound intimidating, ending your regular shower with a 30-second blast of cold water can have profound benefits. The shock of the cold water triggers the release of norepinephrine in your brain. Norepinephrine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in focus, attention, and mood. It essentially wakes up your brain, leaving you feeling incredibly alert and energized. Over time, this practice can also help build mental resilience by training your brain to become more comfortable with discomfort. It's a quick and powerful way to sharpen your mind and build mental toughness each morning. In our world of constant digital distraction, the ability to focus deeply is becoming a superpower. A great way to train this ability is by using the 90-minute rule. Our brains naturally operate in cycles of high and low energy, known as ultradian rhythms, which last about 90 minutes. Instead of trying to power through tasks for hours on end, work in focused, uninterrupted blocks of 90 minutes. During this time, turn off all notifications and dedicate your full attention to a single task. This allows you to enter a state of deep work where you are most productive and creative. Working with your brain's natural rhythm, rather than against it, helps you achieve more while preventing burnout. After each focused 90-minute session, it is crucial to take a real break. A 15 to 20-minute rest period allows your brain to recharge and consolidate the work you've just done. During this break, step away from your screen. Stretch, walk around, look out a window, or simply sit quietly. This downtime is not wasted time. It's an essential part of the productivity cycle. It allows your brain's default mode network to activate, which is a state associated with creativity, insight, and long-term planning. By intentionally alternating between periods of intense focus and deliberate rest, you create a sustainable rhythm for high-level cognitive performance throughout the day. A powerful way to give your brain a more extended rest is to schedule a digital fast. This means intentionally disconnecting from all technology, your phone, social media, email, and news alerts, for a set period of time. It could be for an hour each evening, one full day a week, or whatever feels manageable. The constant stream of notifications from our devices keeps our brains in a state of hyper-alertness, creating a dopamine-driven feedback loop that erodes our ability to concentrate. Taking a break from this constant stimulation helps reset your brain's reward system, reduces mental clutter, and creates space for deep thinking, reflection, and genuine relaxation. Another highly effective form of rest is the power nap. A short nap of about 20 minutes, ideally taken between 1 and 3 p.m., can be like a system reboot for your brain. During a nap, your brain works to clear out adenosine, a chemical that builds up throughout the day and causes feelings of sleepiness. A quick nap can significantly improve alertness, enhance memory consolidation, and boost your mood, making you more effective for the second half of your day. It's a strategic tool used by high performers in many fields to maintain peak cognitive function. Just be sure to keep it short to avoid waking up groggy from a deep sleep cycle. One of the best ways to keep your brain young and sharp is to embrace lifelong learning. Make a habit of dedicating a curiosity hour each day to explore something you are genuinely interested in, completely unrelated to your work or daily obligations. This could be learning a few phrases in a new language, watching a documentary about deep-sea creatures, or reading about ancient history. When you follow your natural curiosity, your brain's reward system is activated, releasing dopamine. This not only makes learning feel enjoyable but also enhances memory retention for everything you learn during that time. Curiosity keeps your mind flexible, open, and engaged with the world around you. A fantastic technique to solidify new knowledge is the teach-back trick, also known as the Feynman technique. After you learn something new, try to explain it out loud to someone else, or even to yourself, in the simplest terms possible. This act forces your brain to move beyond passively receiving information. You have to actively organize your thoughts, identify the core concepts, and articulate them clearly. This process of retrieval and explanation builds much stronger and more durable neural pathways than simply rereading your notes. It transforms fragile, temporary knowledge into deep, lasting understanding and intuition. It's a true test of whether you really know something. To keep your mind agile, try a curiosity burst before starting a focused work session. This involves taking just 5 minutes to look up the answer to a random question that pops into your head. Why is the sky blue? How does a microwave work? This small act of intellectual exploration primes your brain for learning and creative thinking. It encourages cognitive flexibility, which is the ability to switch between different concepts and think about multiple ideas simultaneously. It's like a quick warm-up for your brain, making it more nimble and ready to tackle complex problems with fresh perspectives and innovative solutions. It also makes the start of a work session more engaging. Another powerful memory-enhancing habit is to start your day in silence. Before you reach for your phone or turn on the news, spend the first 10 to 15 minutes of your morning in quiet. This period of silence allows your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic, reasoning, and decision-making, to boot up without being immediately bombarded with external stimuli. It provides a moment of mental clarity, allowing you to organize your thoughts and set your intentions for the day. Starting your morning with calm and focus, rather than distraction and reactivity, leads to better decision-making and a more productive state of mind throughout the day. Meditation is one of the most powerful and well-researched habits for transforming your brain. A daily practice of just 10 minutes can have a remarkable impact. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and focus on the sensation of your breath. When your mind wanders, as it inevitably will, gently guide your attention back to your breath without judgment. Over time, this simple practice physically changes your brain. Studies have shown that meditation can increase the density of gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, which enhances focus and emotional control. At the same time, it can shrink the amygdala, the brain's fear center, making you less reactive to stress. A very practical technique for reducing stress, especially before sleep, is the mental load dump. Keep a notepad by your bed, and before you turn out the lights, take a few minutes to write down everything that's on your mind. This includes your to-do list for the next day, any worries that are bothering you, and any stray ideas or thoughts. This habit addresses something called the Zeigarnik effect, our brain's tendency to stay alert and fixated on unfinished tasks. By getting these thoughts out of your head and onto paper, you signal to your brain that they have been captured and can be dealt with later, allowing it to relax and transition into a deeper, more peaceful sleep. Another effective journaling technique for subconscious problem solving is the one problem journal. Before bed, write down a single problem or challenge you are currently facing, but do not try to solve it. Simply describe the problem in detail. This act primes your brain to continue working on the issue while you sleep. Your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful at making novel connections and generating creative insights when your conscious, analytical mind is at rest. You may find that when you wake up in the morning, a new perspective or a potential solution has emerged, seemingly out of nowhere. This habit leverages the power of your sleeping brain. Finally, consider incorporating a focused strength training session into your weekly routine. Lifting weights or doing bodyweight exercises isn't just for building muscle, it's also for building a stronger mind. Pushing through physical resistance teaches your brain to persist through mental and emotional challenges, building discipline and a sense of grit. Strength training also releases a cascade of beneficial chemicals in the brain, including IGF-1, which helps repair brain cells, and endorphins, which improve mood. This type of workout sharpens your focus and builds an iron mindset, proving to yourself that you can handle difficult things. A simple yet profound habit for boosting emotional well-being is practicing gratitude. Each night before you go to sleep, take a moment to write down or simply think of 3 specific things that you are grateful for from your day. This could be a kind word from a colleague, the mopmawing, yan idin nawig, yan dir away say, in the warmth of the sun on your face, or a delicious meal. This practice actively trains your brain to scan for positives in your life rather than focusing on problems and threats. Over time, gratitude journaling has been shown to reduce stress hormones, boost mood-enhancing neurotransmitters like serotonin, and improve sleep quality. It's a powerful way to rewire your brain for happiness and optimism. Another habit that fosters a positive mindset is to identify your daily win. At the end of each day, reflect and acknowledge one thing you did that moved you forward, no matter how small it may seem. Perhaps you finally made that phone call you were dreading, or you stuck to your plan of taking a walk during your lunch break. Recognizing and celebrating these small steps of progress is crucial for building self-generating motivation. It shifts your focus from perfection to progress, reinforcing the idea that consistent small efforts lead to big results. This habit rewires your brain's reward system to find satisfaction in the journey, not just the destination. To maintain long-term motivation, it is helpful to keep a vision reminder visible in your workspace. This is a written note, a picture, or an object that represents a significant long-term goal or personal vision. It could be a photo of a place you want to visit, a note describing the person you want to become, or a symbol of a project you want to complete. Looking at this reminder regularly helps connect your daily efforts to a larger purpose. It activates the brain's reward system for delayed gratification, making the hard work feel more meaningful and worthwhile. This practice builds intrinsic motivation, which is far more powerful and sustainable than external rewards. A crucial aspect of emotional well-being is learning to observe your thoughts without getting carried away by them. This is a core principle of mindfulness and meditation. Your thoughts are not always facts, they are simply mental events that come and go. By practicing observation, you create a space between you and your thoughts, especially negative or anxious ones. You can notice a thought like, "I'm going to fail this presentation," and simply label it as a thought, without accepting it as reality. This skill, honed through practices like meditation, helps you break free from cycles of worry and self-criticism, leading to greater emotional stability and mental peace. Humans are fundamentally social creatures, and our brains are wired for connection. Make a conscious effort to engage in real, face-to-face social interaction every day. This is different from interacting on social media. A genuine conversation with a friend, a shared meal with family, or even a friendly chat with a barista releases oxytocin in your brain. Often called the bonding hormone, oxytocin helps reduce anxiety, build trust, and strengthen feelings of connection. Social engagement is also a complex cognitive workout, as it requires you to process verbal and nonverbal cues, empathize, and formulate responses in real time, all of which keeps your verbal and social processing center sharp. Another way to leverage your social brain is to share what you learn with others. This goes hand in hand with the teach-back trick. When you have a conversation about a new idea or a fascinating fact you've discovered, you are not only reinforcing your own memory, but also strengthening your social bonds. Shared learning creates a sense of community and mutual growth, It can spark new ideas and perspectives that you wouldn't have reached on your own. Find a learning buddy, a friend or family member with whom you can regularly discuss new books, podcasts, or documentaries. This makes learning a social and enjoyable activity rather than a solitary one. Engaging in group activities or joining a community centered around a shared interest is another fantastic way to boost your brain power. This could be a book club, a hiking group, a sports team, or a volunteer organization. These activities combine the benefits of social connection with mental and physical stimulation. They provide a sense of belonging and purpose, which are powerful buffers against stress and depression. Working towards a common goal with others requires cooperation, communication, and problem solving, all of which are excellent exercises for your brain. The support and accountability from a community can also help you stick to your positive habits. Finally, practice active listening in your conversations. So often in discussions, we are simply waiting for our turn to speak rather than truly hearing what the other person is saying. Active listening involves giving the other person your full attention, asking clarifying questions, and summarizing what you've heard to ensure you understand. This practice not only makes the other person feel valued and respected, strengthening your relationship, but it also sharpens your own focus and comprehension skills. It trains your brain to stay present and engaged, improving your ability to absorb and process complex information in all areas of your life. As we have seen, boosting your brain power doesn't require drastic measures or revolutionary changes. Instead, it is built upon the foundation of small, consistent, and intentional daily habits. Each of the 21 habits we've discussed is a single thread. On its own, it may seem insignificant, but when woven together into the fabric of your daily life, these threads create a strong, resilient, and vibrant tapestry of cognitive health. From the way you start your morning with sunlight and silence, to the way you end your day with gratitude and a mental dump, every choice you make is an opportunity to build a better brain. The beauty of these habits is that they are interconnected and mutually reinforcing. A good night's sleep makes it easier to exercise, which in turn clears your mind for focused work. A healthy meal provides the fuel for a curious mind to learn something new, and sharing that knowledge with a friend strengthens both your memory and your social bonds. This creates a powerful upward spiral of well-being, where positive actions in one area of your life ripple outward to enhance all the others. You don't have to adopt all 21 habits at once. Start with one or two that resonate with you and build from there. The goal is progress, not perfection. Remember that your brain is not a static object. It is a dynamic, living organ that is constantly adapting to your lifestyle. You are the architect of your own mind. The choices you make today are laying the neural pathways for your future self. By investing in habits that promote sleep, nutrition, movement, focus, learning, and connection, you're not just chasing a sharper intellect. You're cultivating a life filled with more clarity, resilience, creativity, and joy. A healthier brain leads to a happier, more engaged, and more fulfilling existence. The journey to a smarter brain is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about showing up for yourself each day in small but meaningful ways. Be patient, be consistent, and celebrate the small wins along the way. Trust in the remarkable power of neuroplasticity and the profound impact of daily habits. By taking these simple steps, you are taking control of your cognitive destiny, ensuring that your mind remains your greatest asset for all the years to come. Your future brain will thank you for the small wise choices you begin to make today.